Hello everybody, welcome back to a new video tutorial series where I'm going to be covering some Vulnhub stuff. So if you don't know what Vulnhub is a collection of a lot of virtual machines which are designed for penetration testers to actually get a reversal on. So we're going to be covering the very basic and quite beginner friendly vulnerable machine, which is written by Muhammad, I cannot pronounce the last name, and this is the name of the vulnerable machine. So the first thing that you guys would want to do is obviously download it, go to this URL which will be in the link in the description, and just download it from there. The next thing that you guys would want to do, if you don't have it already, is install Virtualbox on your machine. So apt install Virtualbox, hit enter. I already have it, so it doesn't want me to install it again. If you guys don't have it, please do install it. It's pretty simple. Also, let me bring the virtual machine over here. So this is the virtual machine after it's powered on. If you can't get it powered on, just leave a question down below, and actually if you can't get it powered on, just don't watch this tutorial, it's not for you. And let me minimize this. So let's do this. The first thing that I always do when I'm practicing in any of these vulnerable machines, the first thing I do is make a directory. So I'm just going to make currently temp cd temp and a new directory which will be Vulnhub. I'd like to separate this from my other Vulnhub directories that I actually practice. This is actually too beginner friendly, so I'm not gonna waste my time actually populating my directory with that. So the next thing that you guys would want to do is make another directory and just cd into it. So as you guys can see, it's empty, and I'm doing this in real time just like you guys would be. So let me minimize this, and the first thing that we would want to do is check the IP address, if I can spell right. Check the IP address of the machine. So actually, what is my IP address right now? Alright, this is my IP address. I want to check what's the IP address of the machine. So net discover is a very handy command. It checks all of the other connected devices that are on your network, if I spelled it right, and hit enter. So this should probably give me a list of all of the devices that are connected. So this is the IP of the vulnerable machine that we're trying to get. So the one thing that you guys should notice is that this particular machine will have flags. Flags are nothing but a bunch of hashes that are generated by the author, so that you can actually prove that I got through all of these stages. And as I assumed, it is running a HTTP server. So let's minimize this. The first thing that you guys would want to do in any scenario, if you're attacking an actual target or a vulnerable machine, visit the IP address, see if it is running a server or something. And the next thing that you guys can do is just run a simple Nmap script. So I'm gonna type in Nmap. Let's do a simple scan on all the ports, and this is the IP address, and hit enter. Until this completes, let's just check out the web page. I usually like to check the source code first, then actually looking at the form, because it usually has, especially these beginner friendly machines, they actually have their username and password on there. If you haven't heard about Hack the Box, some of their machines actually have the admin password in the source code. So let's see, nothing interesting. Minimize this. Let's see if it is running SQL in the background. Don't save error in the username. So there's probably no error in the SQL query. If there were an error or if there was something to be exploited, it would have presented us with a traceback. So let's go back to our Nmap scan, check what the hell this is, and we have two services running, SSH and HTTP on port 80 and 2022. So let's run. Wait, what? Foxy proxy, come on, man. Anyways, most of these scenarios when I'm attacking a vulnerable machine that actually has a backend, web application or website, I usually open up burp suite, but I don't think so I'll need this. I'll need burp suite in this case. So let's perform a script scan on port 80 and 22 on the following address, hit enter, and there we have it. So robots.txt, yes, of course, I'm gonna check the robots.txt as well. Hit enter, and these are all of the areas that the website doesn't want me to what do you say, spider. It's a very good thing to actually look at robots.txt because it actually gives you, it's in some cases it's counterproductive because it actually tells you what places you should not go, or your spider should not go, your automated browser, and it's kind of an interesting area. So we have a flag directory over here. Let's try and go there. /flag, hit enter, and there you go. We have our first flag. Like I said, this is quite beginner friendly, so the flags will practically would be lying around. So let's create a file called flags and store our flags in that. I read the description, it said that it had about 5 flags, I think. Okay, go back. Why is my computer acting so slow? Really? Come on. Anyway, let's look at the Nmap scan till this actually decides to respond. Or you know what, I'm just gonna quit it. Anyway, so this is the SSH key. Force quit. Minimize it. It's not really that interesting. Then we have the robots.txt file and the sign up title login form, and nothing too interesting. The second thing you would want to do if you actually find out a web application centered vulnerable machine, just run a Nikto scan on it. Come on, man. Terminal. So this is our host. Okay, shit. What was the IP again? 192.168.132. Nope. I'm gonna have to discover. What am I doing? This is the IP. Nikto-H means the host name or the IP. -C, all it will check for the CGI directories. So this is actually going to give you some juicy stuff. Nikto is actually quite popular for reporting a lot of false positives, so don't believe everything it says. Robots.txt. Then we have backup folder. Wow, I'm a stupid person, aren't I? I haven't even given any effort to remember this. So we had admin, right? 404. We also had admin area. Hit enter. Not work. And like I said, this is the second flag. Good thing. Actually, I'm just going to terminate this Nikto scan. I don't think so it will report anything useful. And echo this flag out to our flags file. Great, we have 2 flags now, and fuck. Anyways, we have 2 flags now. And this is the username and password, so we can just straight up go back to... Alright, okay, seriously, what the hell? 168, 43, 132, alright. 43, 132, hit enter, it will redirect to login, page, admin, and this is the password. Quite an obnoxious password, to be honest. Copy, paste, hit enter, don't save. And then we have, what is this, a file upload area. If you ever see a file upload area, the first thing that you guys would want to do is actually put in a reverse shell. So I can just Google for download, or fuck download, PHP reverse shell, hit enter. What's up? My internet is actually quite slow, so bear with me. I think I already have a reverse shell. If you guys don't, you can download it. Let me just check. CD scripts ls, do I have it? There it is. PHP reverse shell ls. Nice. I already have it. Alright, so you can download the reverse shell from here. It's not cheating if you actually know what the reverse shell is doing. For example, if I actually read the code, if you're actually able to read the code and you know how sockets are being created and how the connection is being established, how you're actually starting the connection or starting the listener port or whatever, then it's good. If you don't know it, I highly recommend that you actually check out the working of it. It is very nicely commented code, so feel free to download it from here, extract it anywhere you want, and you will get all of these files like I have. So let's go back to here. browse the files. Let's go to the root directory, scripts, php reverse shell, and just double click this. Actually, you know what, that's not gonna work. What's my IP right now? Alright, it's 168, right? So I'm gonna have to change the IP address. And the next thing that you guys would want to do is come to the PHP reverse shell file and change the IP address that's over here by default. You can change the port if you want to. I don't feel like, so I'm just gonna nice browse this file again as it is new, so upload file, and great success. I think our robots.txt file had an entry for uploaded files. Copy, paste, hit enter. What the hell? PHP reverse shell.php. Nice. So it is working. Don't worry about the, what do you say? Holy shit, I can't speak right now. Don't worry about the error code. The next thing you guys would want to do is start listening on the port through netcat. So the port I believe was 4444 and hit enter. It's listening on any port, for any connection on port 4444. Now you can refresh it and this will get you a reverse shell. So this is actually pretty good. Mostly the things that we take for granted in bash, such as if you hit Ctrl L, it clears it out. All of these things, tab completion, it will not work in this reverse shell because the environment variables are not set, so even the arrow keys won't work. So be careful about every command you write, alright? The next thing that you probably want to do is go to the directory where all of these website files are hosted. So in Linux it's /var/www and HTML. See, Control L, creature of habit. ls, you type that and we have a flag. Nice. So we can just, and permission denied. To check all the permissions, which file belongs to which user, you can just click ls-l, hit enter, and let's see, flag belongs to root. So let's see how we can get by it. We also have a hint, so hint.txt, hit enter, that's our third fucking flag. Copy this and wait. Better. Copy this and add it to our directory of flags. Did I do something wrong? There it is. Flags. Let's cat flags out. Great. We have 3 flags. And what does it say? Trying to find the user technavi password to read the following, read the flag.txt. You can find the hidden file, alright. We already know where our user would be, so /home ls cd technavi, hit enter, ls. So we've got 2 files. One is named 1 and another is named h. So let's cat 1, and this appears to be okay. This is the Apache configuration file. I don't think anything would be in here, but let's just check it out. Alright. Oh, nothing. No, this is the default file. No need to waste my time on that. We also have h. All flags are found by another user. Feel free to go ahead, try this. This is not uploaded to CTF. Okay. Very weird message. It would be in a hidden file, right? So let's reveal all the hidden files. So type in ls-a and you can see all the hidden files. What do we have here? Bash history. You know what? Yep. So we can see all the permissions of the hidden files as well. So we have bash history, bash logout, bash rc, cd nano ls. Nope. So all of these files are actually reserved for root user except for nano directory, which actually had nothing in it. So the next thing you guys would want to do is find that hidden file. How do you find that? One thing you can do is use find. Crap, like I said, man, the arrow keys don't work. Find all the hidden files. This is one syntax that you can use, I hope. and that spits out a lot of bullshit. Crap. Shit. I exited out of my netcat. Holy shit. I'm gonna have to refresh this page again. Nice, we have the reversal. Anyways, this was too much BS to read through. I cannot find anything. Let's go back to the directory where the website was hosted. ls. This whole thing is running MySQL, right? Let's check out MySQL. MySQL ls. Let's see if we have anything here. Con.d and credentials. Nice. So what I did was I actually looked at MySQL directory, which would be in etc. Actually, the configuration files, which would be present in etc directory. Every configuration file for every program that you have on your Linux box will be in the etc directory. And I looked at configuration.d, and here we have credentials.txt. Let's see if we can actually read it out. And yep, we can. So let's cat it. Credentials. Should I spell it right? Yup. Nice. So we have our fourth flag. Good. How long is this video? 16 minutes. Wow. I had a bigger video on masseuse. Any fucking ways. Let's echo this out. 2 flags. Cat flags. Nice. You know what? Nano. This is quite irritating. Anyways, cool. So we have 4 flags. We have to find the 5th one, and I think I know where the 5th one is. So the next thing that you can do is just SSH into our vulnerable machine. This has to be the first ever machine that I didn't have to remember the IP address of. Let's delete this stupid shit. Confirm that this is a trusted SSH key, and let's type the obnoxious password that we found. Nice, we have a perfect reverse shell, and if I click on who am I am TechNavi and the root user as well. So let's go to our flags.txt, which I believe is the last flag file. Click ls cat flag.txt, hit enter, and there you go. Good job, you find the 5th flag and got the points to finish the first scenario. Great, we have all the 5 flags. Let's copy this. Let me echo this out. 2 flags. Alright, so this was your first very simple vulnerable machine, and this was your first experience. I hope you guys liked that. This is how usually the methodology works. When we will start doing some medium level, vulnerable machines on either Hack the Box or Vulnhub, I would actually be doing a lot more stuff than this. Also, if you guys don't believe me, let me just TechNavi. I think if I remember it right. Did I put the password wrong? Let's confirm the password, right? So where is it? Alright. So I'm just going to move this terminal to my another monitor. TechNavi, hit enter. Evil Haxer. Come on. What's wrong with it? Nice. So as you can see, the password was right. I can log in as directly through the VMware. So this was your first vulnerable machine, guys. If you actually want me to do more of this stuff, I can make this into a whole series. Let me just check that out with this SSH connection. So if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up in the comment section down below. And yeah, if you like this video, like it. If you dislike this video, dislike it. If you have any questions, suggestions, feel free to post them in the comments. And I hope you guys have a great day. See ya.